afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class A motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. And surprise, folks, we're doing another National Seabreeze. This is a 2002. This is not the 8311. This is the 8341. So it's a little bit bigger than those other ones I've been doing. This is a double slide, 35-foot Class A motorhome with only 56,000 miles. This unit came in on trade on a diesel. It's a local trade-in. Got the Tennessee Vol sticker in it. Just came in, folks. It's had some modifications done to the inside. I'll show you here in a minute. I like it personally. Now, you may or may not. I don't know. But it is something kind of unique. Tires look great. The people were just using this motorhome a couple of weeks ago. So this isn't something that's been sitting on a lot for several years. Somebody trying to sell it. Got a 5,500 watt Onan generator right now powering everything up inside. Got dual roof airs. This unit's got a stack washer and dryer, which is very unusual for a 35-foot motorhome. It's the LX series, folks. National RV, when this one was built, was the 4th largest RV manufacturer in the world. They didn't build a cheap motorhome. This one started out at $100,000, and that was up there in 2002 for a gas burner. Got hydraulic leveling jacks and closed underbelly with heat, so you can use it in the wintertime. Goodyear tires all the way around, folks. That's always a good sign when you see Goodyear or Michelin tires on a used RV. Because Goodyears and Michelins, I'm sure many of you know, cost about twice as much as a standard like a Toyo or a Firestone or something like that. So the fact that somebody went through the expense to put Goodyears on it means they generally take very good care of their vehicles. Ford chassis with the 6.8 liter Triton V-10. Glass looks great. And I've already been out here for a little bit, folks. I've checked the jack systems. Of course, I drove it when we traded for it. It's a nice motorhome, folks. And especially for the price, for only $29,900. I mean, this thing's a bargain. How many other double slide Class A's are you going to find with 56,000 miles and a stack washer and dryer for under 30 grand? And of course, the glass is perfect. Windshield looks great. Got the walk under those mirrors. That way you don't hit your head when you walk under them. Got a LumiGuard patio awning. It does have one slide out topper that we're going to replace when we go through our checkout. That's peeled off over the years, which we're going to replace that. That's part of our checkout. Outside bays look great. Let's look inside. Power step works great. And they've done some modifications to the inside, and I think they've done a good job. And I'm going to show you what they've done. First of all, they've took the majority of the carpet out of here and put in this Perco, looks like hardwood floor. But this way it's laminate so it doesn't interfere with your slide out. And it looks great, very easy to clean. Just sweep it out, mop it, you're done. Oh Lord, that air feels good, folks. One thing I'm going to point out, I've got a chair. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. I've got a chair for it. The people took the chair out. They didn't need it. And it's supposed to look more, and it may not be exactly like this, folks, but it's supposed to match these front seats pretty close. You know, it may be just a tad bit darker, but I think it's going to look good. It's just really hard to tell when you buy a chair over the internet exactly what it looks like in person. But anyway, it'll be here tomorrow. I'll have a new chair in here. Up here in the front cab, the air works, folks. That's unusual for any Class A, especially a 15-year-old Class A, is that the air conditioner, the dash air works. But this one does work. Even though it's kind of pointless to have it, at least that right there, just like the Goodyear tires, tells you what kind of shape these people kept this thing in. Got the rear view camera system works great. I know it kind of flickers on the video, but that's because of the refresh rate between the camera and this old style CRT monitor. But in person, it looks great. It doesn't flicker. Got a good clear picture. Got the carpeted headliner. You know, another thing I like about these National RVs, they use a lot of steel in their frame. All the subfloor and floor joists and ceiling joists are solid steel. You've got aluminum frame on the sidewalls, and this is a fiberglass top roof, so you've got very, very little maintenance compared to a rubber roof. Now, I've been through this thing, folks. I found 2 of these blinds right here that need to be restrung, which we do when we do our checkout. one there, then one behind the table booth. And it looks like at one point or another they've took the original glass out. I don't know, because it was broken or what, and they put frosted glass in there. Now we can change that if you want us to. I'm not planning on doing that for the price, but if you want me to get a glass guy out here to replace that glass and get you a quote on it, and we'll just add it to the price if that's what you want to do. Me, I'd probably leave it alone. You've got a table booth that makes a bed. They've took the original sofas out and put these theater seatings in here. Very, very comfortable. And probably what they did, if I had to guess, is at one time they probably had a big TV back there where they could sit at those theater seatings and see the TV good, because all you have is like a little 19-inch TV up top here. That's what I'm guessing, because they had, it looks like they had some kind of bracket up here in the ceiling, probably for a big TV on a swivel bracket. And you may want to put it back like that. Be honest with you, that wouldn't be bad, even though I don't like to watch a lot of TV when I'm camping. But, you know, I guess you could do that. You know, this unit's got Corian countertops, and they obviously put some kind of backsplash on it. Looks really good. These are the real Corian countertops. Got the Dupont seal right there in the corner, the little gold seal. That's how you know they're genuine. Microwave convection oven. They didn't cook much in it. Both ducted roof airs are ice cold. It doesn't have the El Cheapo fan. It's actually got a real fantastic vent fan. So you can sleep 2 on the table, 2 in the back, and you've got tons of room up here for an air mattress, even with that chair here. So you could sleep 6, 7. You know, if you lay out pallets and air mattresses, you can pretty much sleep as many as you want to carry in a motorhome this size. And you know, this has actually got a lot of interior space, especially for a 35-footer. You know, you feel like you're in a little bit bigger motorhome than a 35. But you do have the table booth that makes a bed. It does have an 8 cubic foot refrigerator freezer, and I've had it on for a little while. It's starting to get cold. We guarantee all that. We check all that with our checkout. And this runs off LP or electric. You know, folks, we just put a brand new, we had one of those 4-door refrigerators, and we just put one in. It cost us over $4,500 to replace that fridge. And of course we did it because the people bought a motorhome from us, and of course, like a lot of people do, you know, they got the inspection. And I always tell people, you know, we go through all the major systems when we sell one, and if there's something needs to be repaired, it doesn't matter what it costs, we repair it. We replaced his entire fridge, didn't go up on the price one dime, and he got a brand new $4,500 4-door refrigerator freezer. So keep in mind, folks, and when I say we go through these things, folks, and check them, we don't just check them, we repair anything on that list that it needs, no matter what it costs. And that happens several times a year. So when you buy an RV from us, we don't go through an inspection until we sell it. This way it keeps our overhead down. And when our overhead's down, we can sell motorhomes like this for $29,900. But like I said, these are not inspected until they're sold and they go in line in the shop and they get checked out in the order that they were purchased. And you know, you may have to wait a week or 2 or 3. It just depends on what the current load is, the lead time is when you buy. And the best way to find that out, of course, is just simply pick up a phone and call my non-commissioned sales department, and they'll give you the current lead time for a Class A checkout. Plus, they go over the sales process with you. I kind of go over it with you in the video, but this way they go over it in more details, answer your questions. That way everybody's on the same page. We have a little different sales process than other RV dealers do, and that's the reason we're different. Is one of the reasons why we've been in business for 49 years. We don't check these units out till we sell them. We go through a major systems check, which includes the jacks, the slide outs, the running, the driving, refrigerator, roof airs, includes a microwave convection oven, includes a plumbing, propane, awnings, outside compartments, the drawers, cabinets, sofa, or not sofa, but includes the bed folding out, includes checking the window dressings, make sure all the day-night shades work, and more. And all that's included for that $29.9 price. That's all inclusive. But now that is a haggle-free price with the inspection. Now I'm going to put a chair in here whether you buy this thing with the inspection or you buy it as is. So that's included with it. Don't worry about that. But if you don't want to wait on the inspection, you want to save a little bit of money, because I know a lot of you like to do the old school way of negotiating. You know, those days are long past, of course, but you know, we do have options for you if you don't want this thing inspected, if you just want to take it as is. And I've already checked the major items for you. I know the roof air works, I know the fridge works, I know the generator works, I know the slides work, the jacks, and I know the running and driving's great. I've checked your major systems for you. They all work. So if you just want to come take this unit as is, and about 30% of you that buy an RV will do this option, we'll give you a discount, because it costs us a lot of money to pay my RV techs to do an inspection on this, plus any parts that they may have to order. So if you want to take it as is, we will discount the unit what it costs us to pay my techs to go through it and inspect it, which takes about a day and a half once they get it into the shop. And I will discount this unit what it costs us to have them do a walkthrough with you, because obviously we can't do a walkthrough if we didn't inspect the RV. But we'll still show you how to do at least the very basic stuff, like crank a generator, put your rooms in and out, things like that. And folks, you don't have to make that decision today. If you'll call ahead, make an appointment with at least 24 hours notice, we'll either plug this unit into power or crank the generator up, turn the airs on, turn the fridge on, let you look through this thing, basically do your own inspection before you decide if you want us to do the inspection and pay the $29.9 and wait a little bit, or you may decide you want to take it like it sets, take it home that day, and get the discounted price. You know, and like I said, folks, just to make sure everybody's on the same page, please call my sales department before you buy this unit on eBay, before you buy it on any of the 20 plus different websites I advertise on. Communication is key to any business transaction. And when you sell almost 600 RVs a year like we do, folks, we prefer phone calls, and we prefer everybody contact us before bidding. That way we can go over and the sales process with you, so that there's no surprises for either one of us. 706-965-7929 is our office number. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. If you call our office number after hours, we do now officially have a answering service that can take your name and number and your email address, and one of my salespeople will call you back the very next business day. But anyway, folks, back to the tour. You've got an 8 cubic foot refrigerator freezer, runs off gas or electric. You do step back through here. This is a fantastic vent fan with the thermostat control. Slide controls right here, water heater. I've got it lit. I'll show you that works here in a minute. And, you know, it's unusual to see a 35 foot with a washer and dryer. It's even more unusual to see a 35 footer with a stack washer and dryer. It's got the Sears Kenmore stack washer and dryer, and if you take the inspection, we'll make sure that works. You know, this is a pretty high-end unit. You've got this real pretty etched glass around the shower, and the shower looks great. Brass plumbing fixtures. You can look around the skylight, and I know it's kind of dark in there, but there's no water stains, no soft spots around the skylight. You got a private water closet, outside vanity. Neat little motorhome for under 30 grand, isn't it? It really is. And if you're like me, you've checked the internet, and I've got one bulb up there that's burnt out, but if you check the internet and you've seen what other dealers are asking for under $30,000, and you've seen all the junk that's out there that are high mileage and stripped out and been treated rough, been rode hard and put up wet, well, folks, you're going to be pleasantly surprised at this motorhome for $29.9. Got a really nice rear bedroom, Queen Island bed. Notice it's still got the original factory bed cover, very comfortable mattress. TV's not ripped out of it, still got the original TV in it. Big closet across the back was, see here if this is cedar lined. Some of these Seabreezes were cedar lined and some weren't. And this is one that isn't, which doesn't, well, actually, it is cedar lined right there in the back. Here's all your books and manuals, your fire extinguisher right here. I mean, this is just a really neat motorhome, folks. I'm telling you. I know a lot of people don't know much about Nationals, but like I said, in 2002, this is a 60 by 80 queen bed too. It's actually the full camper, the full queen size, not the camper queen that's shorter. Back in 2002, folks, they were the 4th largest RV manufacturer in the world. They've been around since the 60s. I mean, they don't make a cheap motorhome, and they actually kind of priced themselves out of the market, because in 2002, this unit was 20 to 25 grand higher than, say, your run-of-the-mill Coachman or Fleetwood or Winnebago gas burner. But you got what you paid for, which is a really nice motorhome that's held up really well. I promise you, folks, you can look at every 15-year-old motorhome on the market today. Very few of them are going to have held up as good as this one has. 57,000 miles. I apologize, folks. I said 56,000 earlier. 57,271 to be exact. Dash air is cold. The seats look great. They both swivel for party seating. Dash looks great. Windshield looks great. And I point out the things that I've seen in here, like the day-night shades, a couple of them. Now, if you take the inspection, those are covered. Of course, if you buy it as is, those aren't covered. You'll have to fix that yourself. But right now, folks, the roof air works, dash air works, generator jack, slide out, refrigerator, and the hot water. In fact, let me go in here in the bathroom. And I forgot I got my little thermometer, so I'll kind of show you a couple of things real quick. And you can see, folks, we're blowing low 40s, because it's pretty hot out there. And we're at the part of the lot there is no shade. We're getting down into the 30s out of the roof vents. And I've checked the water system too. I can make sure there's no leaks, that all the faucets work. And let's see here. And like I said, the water should be hot once it gets up to the faucet, that is. And you can see (120 degrees). Pretty hot water right there, folks. I don't know how hot you like to take your shower, but that's pretty scalding right there. Anyway, folks, so you know all the major systems that works. And I do that, folks, because for those of you who are buying sight unseen, you may decide to take the discount, and you may decide to take it like it sets, without the inspection and without the walkthrough. At least this way, you know the systems that could cost you a lot of money, if they don't work, do work, if that makes sense. So either way you go, folks, whether you take the discount or you buy it for the $29.9, that is, you're getting a nice motorhome. You're getting a loaded out motorhome for a great price. All the lights work, all the interior lights, except a couple of them that the bulbs are burned out. And again, folks, if you take the inspection, of course, those will be changed. Chairs included, whichever way you go, the chairs included, and more. No check engine lights on the dash. Motorhome's running right now. Got heated power mirrors, brake controller, power gear jacks, they work. Anyway, folks, it's $29.9, haggle free, with the full inspection and everything else that we include with it. Or if you do want to haggle the price, we will discount the price if you want to take it as is, like it sets. And we'll, like I said, folks, we'll plug it into power, we'll run the generator, let you go through it yourself before you make up your mind if you want to take it as is, or if you want to take it with the inspection. All we ask you to do is give us a minimum 24-hour notice. Tell your salesperson to go ahead and have it cranked up and running. That way you can check it out yourself and you can see for yourself if this is a one for you, or if you want to take it as is or inspect it. $29.9 will trade. Financing is available with approved credit. Nationwide delivery is also available. You just pay us back whatever it costs us to get it to you, and we'll either send it with one of our drivers, depending on the distance, or ship or put it on UShip or one of the shipping websites and get a bid. You know, we've been doing this for 49 plus years, folks. We're one of the oldest, largest, and most successful independently owned used RV dealerships in business today. We sell almost 600 used units a year because we've got the lowest prices on the internet. We've got the largest selection of any dealership in we've got the largest selection of any dealership within a 500-mile radius of used RVs. You know, all these other dealers, folks, are more and more getting away from used because used are so hard to find. And that is true, folks, especially with Hurricane Harvey. Used RVs, I've got already people wanting to buy every single travel trailer I have in stock to take down to Texas so they can double their money, and I'm not going to do it, but you'd be surprised how much scarcer used RVs are going to get, even the motorhomes. Because once the travel trailers are gone, they're going to start buying motorhomes for people to live in because they've got generators. And like I said, used RVs are going to be tight here in the next few months. What I'm selling today, be honest with you, I'm probably not going to be able to replace for what I'm selling them for. So this is a great opportunity for you, but a bad opportunity for us because selling RVs is very, very easy. You get a nice, clean, low mileage motorhome like this, you price it right, it sells itself. You don't have to have commissioned salespeople. You don't have to have sales pressure, sales gimmicks. Buying these things in the condition that we like to buy them in, which is an excellent condition, is hard, especially to buy them where we can sell these things for what we sell them for. Because I guarantee you can spend all day long on the internet, folks. You're not going to be able to buy a 2002 like this and get it in the condition this thing's in right now and sell it for what we're selling it for and make a profit. There's no way. This is a great chance for somebody to buy a nice motorhome, something that they can buy and use it for a couple of years and sell it and get pretty much all their money back as long as they keep it in the same condition. You know, versus going out and buying one of these for $100,000, which you couldn't buy a motorhome like this today for $100,000 in a new one if you wanted to. I mean, what was $100,000 back in 2002 is $175,000 now. And you know, why go out and buy a new one and lose 40, 50 grand as soon as you drive it off the new dealer's lot? You can buy something like this, pay for it free and clear, and put cash in your pocket for what you're going to lose on a brand new one as soon as you drive it off the new dealer's lot. I don't care, folks, how good a deal you think you got on that brand new motorhome. The second you cross the line at the new dealer's lot with it, and you can drive it 50 feet down the road, turn around, bring it back to them, tell them you want to sell it back to them, you changed your mind, it doesn't matter. You lost 33% of whatever you just paid for it. 33%. In a year, you've lost up to about 40 to 45% in a year's time. I mean, folks, it's incredible how much money these things lose. And I see it every day because I have people that come in here want to trade in motorhomes that they bought new 5, 6, 7 years ago, and they just now got the payoff down to what they spent on it when it was brand new, and they're stuck in it, folks. There's nothing I can do for them. I've seen people coming in here with RVs that they are $35,000, $40,000, $50,000 upside down. In other words, they owe 40, 50 grand more than what the retail value was. And I see it all the time, folks. It makes me mad. It really does, that people just blindly do that without doing research. Look at what the resale value is of what you're buying before you buy it. Anyway, folks, that's a whole different rant for another day. It makes me ill because it makes guys like us have a bad rep because of what these big corporate dealers do to them. It makes guys like us that care about our customers, that try to price their RVs where the average person, that the working person can afford to buy it and use it. You know, it gives us a bad name because of what these other dealers do, and I just don't like it, folks. But anyway, 706-965-7929 is our phone number. 423-605-6747 is our after-hours cell number only. You know, you can send us an email at sales@parkwayrvcenter.com. Keep in mind, folks, I don't use commission salespeople, so I can't afford to hire 20 or 30 commission salespeople like other RV dealerships our size have. I have 4 non-commissioned salespeople selling almost 600 RVs a year. So what I'm getting at, folks, they don't have a lot of time to sit behind a computer writing and reading emails back and forth. I know it's old-fashioned, folks, but in our particular case, it works great. Please pick up a phone and call us. Now, we're going to answer every email that gets sent to us, but expect up to a 48-hour delay before you get a response back. And during that 48-hour delay, folks, somebody else, because I promise you, you're not the only person watching this video that's interested in this motorhome. And all it takes is somebody to take the initiative to call us, talk to us. We'll explain the sales process to you, and they'll leave a deposit, and it's theirs. Even though you may have sent the email several hours before the other person called us, because we didn't get a chance to answer it or even see the email before we took the phone call, folks, the person that left the deposit first gets it. It doesn't matter when you sent the email. Emails are great, but when it comes to serious business, you need to do it the old-fashioned way. Pick up a phone. You got both our phone numbers, and call us. Because, like I said, you can learn more in a 10-minute phone conversation than you can 2 hours going back and forth reading and writing emails. Thank you for watching my video, folks. If you have any questions, call us, email us, visit us here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia. You visit us in person, I promise you're going to see something you want to buy. I've got so many RVs, folks, and I'm afraid they're going to start drying up, so keep that in mind. You know, I've seen it happen after Katrina, and I'm sure Harvey's going to do the same thing. And like I said, my thoughts and prayers are to the victims of the hurricanes, but it really, really messes up the used RV industry, especially for people wanting to buy, because prices go through the roof. 6 months from now, this will be a $40,000 motorhome 6 months from now if the market does what it did after Katrina, and it will sell quicker. Thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful